Steven, No. I'm sorry? No. I'm not ready yet. Okay, I'll just start the intro then. No intro! There's not gonna be an intro tonight! So we're just gonna sit here for a minute. Like we didn't just do that for 2.5 hours on a Saturday again. Yes? You're not gonna say anything. You're getting the grasp of this English thing! You're not gonna talk at all? You're not even gonna plug your book? Oh, that's pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Stunned silence, no words, they don't even get victory puppies. Oh, they're getting victory puppies. They're getting victory puppies. Double dose of victory puppies! Why are there victory puppies? There was no victory tonight. They don't deserve it.
Because the fans deserve victory puppies. The puppies deserve victory puppies. It is the Leafs I have beef with at the moment.
Okay, man. Listen. Okay? I know you're gonna do your screamy thing. There is nothing that can stop you from doing that. Wow, only 12 years. You're fast. Listen. I think we need logical Steve here. We need level-headed Steve to give a level-headed take. At least at the beginning. As long as you can hold it together. And then you do what you gotta do.
Fine, I'll do it. Leafs lose 4-2. Heavens, I have a hair out of place. Leafs lose 4-2 to the Ottawa Senators. They lost to the Sens. Again! So here's a conspiracy theory for you. The Leafs have rigged it so that the second last place team will get the first overall pick. And knowing that the Sens were probably gonna finish last, they're like, let's give them a little hand. So it's all part of the plan, folks! It's all part of the strategy.
Level.
Swear words. Listen, folks. I don't know what you thought you saw tonight. Because after all, what else do you want? The Leafs had more shots than the Sens. Far more, in fact. They had more shot attempts than the Sens. Far more, in fact. And it wasn't even a score effects thing. It was a domination thing. The Leafs were clearly, from start to finish, the better team. And isn't that better if we're focusing, galaxy braining on the process? That is what we want. We just want the Leafs to be the better team. And listen, Sparks was in net. Sparks! Not that good. McElhinney, all that nonsense, look, it's done. MLB season just started and the biggest whiff in Toronto happened back in September. But alas, the Leafs did what we wanted and asked for, remember. At worst, Freddie looks hurt. At best, Freddie looks tired. Listen, 4 games remaining after the Ottawa one. Give him a rest. Give him a break. His last game was Wednesday. This game is on a Saturday. You know what? Give him the night off. And by the time Monday rolls around, oh my gosh, that's 5 days off. That's a trip to the Caribbean. He might be there right now.
He wasn't there. That's not where he was. He was on the bench.
Thank you for that. That's good. Thank you. And the refs in this one. How about the refs? I don't know what they did more. Missed calls or called things that weren't there. So listen. Logical, level-headed take. You play this game 10 times and the Leafs win 9. The Leafs played like the better team from the beginning of the game till the end of it. They had many tremendous chances. Garrett Sparks was not good. Craig Anderson has not had a good season, but he has this terrible habit of pulling a rabbit out of his hat on occasion. The Leafs should have won this game. The Leafs played great, and heading into the playoffs, that's all you want is for them to play great. There, that's my level-headed take.
Good. That was good. I'm proud of you, Steven.
Now I'd like to draw your attention to this beer.
Fun while it lasted. Okay, bye.
You're always good to enjoy a nice, refreshing beer when you want to be logical about your hockey team. I got this one for my birthday from my brother-in-law, and apparently it's local to Ottawa. It's called Tooth and Nail, like how the Leafs played tonight. They fought tooth and nail. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's very level-headed conversation about tonight's hockey game, but I find it always produces better results when introducing beer into sports discussion. So if you'll excuse me while I just have a little sip before we continue the discussion, okay? Team tonight. I know that if they play that game 9 times, they win 10. I know that Craig Anderson robbed Mitch Marner late in the game, and he pulled a rabbit out of a hat like he often does. I know that Garrett Sparks is holy smokes. When does next start? Before the game, make sure you go down to Canadian Tire and get some bungee cords to keep him in the net. Flopping around like The Rock just got a stunner. I know that for some reason Magnus Payarvi automatically turns into Mario Lemieux every time he faces the Toronto Maple Leafs. I know that I am actually running out of damn breath. But that is a very, very little comfort. Here's the part
part in the season we're at, alright?
As a student who was always bad at math, I knew how math tests were graded. And I knew that there were part marks for showing your work. And some teachers were really big on that, and they held on to that. And you can show all the work, and it would be mostly right. Almost the entire way. 90% of the way.
But if you don't come to the right answer at the end of it, fold your exam in half and blow your nose!
Listen, I love being friends with people. I love friendly times. I love smiling and laughter and giving everybody a hug.
And I think it's perfectly legitimate and not worthy of scorn to point out a good effort.
Here's the thing. These Stanley Cup playoffs are not you or I.
They're not some friendly, happy-go-lucky guy. They're not even some mean jerk.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are a thing. They are a 2-month-long hockey tournament devoid of feeling, bias, or sympathy. If you win, continue. If you lose, go do whatever it is you want to do, but it won't be hockey in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I am encouraged by Matthew's sick goal.
That was sick.
I am encouraged by Connor Brown's sick goal. Holy smokes. I am encouraged by Travis Dermott's return to the lineup. I thought he looked wonderful. I am encouraged by the fact that Callie Rosen will play in the next game. Oh, I've been looking forward to him all season. I am encouraged by the fact that the Leafs are a better team with Frederik Andersen in net. But at some point, and by some point I mean the playoffs, and by the playoffs I mean that thing the Leafs haven't even clinched yet. You just gotta win the game! After the game, Garrett Sparks owned it. He's like, I gotta make more saves. I gotta be better. The team fights hard to get us back into the game, and I allow that, and the first two weren't good either.
And my heart bleeds for that kind of sentiment. Dude, it takes so much courage to admit your faults and your mistakes.
And that's important. It's important. It's important to be able to do that. But at some point, you gotta stop apologizing for the thing you didn't do, and do the thing you should have done. I'm in! Do I sound like a guy who's not? I'm in! And I know all of you are in, everyone's in! I need the Leafs to be in, and for most of this game they looked like they were, but dude, you gotta be more in than that! Because if I wanted to cheer for a team that had a good November, I would have cheered for the Sabres! I want a cup! A Stanley Cup! I would like one, before I die, but the Pittsburgh Penguins, Chicago Blackhawks, and LA Kings have alerted me to the wonderful phenomenon that you are able to win more than one. Are you joking? How do you do that? That's crazy. Are you a wizard? Oh, I'm sorry, one sec. Here, Sens fans, if I were you. There you go, you beat the Leafs. Congrats. Enjoy your popcorn! Win more hockey games than you lose. Just, please. Please. It's amazing. You can't see it because these videos have jump cuts, but I just sat in front. I was just scrolling Instagram for the last 15 minutes. I don't know what to say anymore! No, let's stop being cute. People keep saying, this is what I keep reading more and more, the Leafs are not a contender this season. They're not. So what? So what? We're here and nothing? Oh, so just give up. One, in spite of my Instagram habits, I am not in the habit of wasting my time. Two, you must have never watched Stanley Cup playoffs before because dumb things happen constantly. And three, that is a loser's attitude. I mean, if that's genuinely your opinion, fine. I mean, it's your opinion, you're entitled to it. But don't use it as a defense mechanism. I knew it, bro, I knew it. So what are you watching the games for still? Dude, that arena was like 80% Leaf fans. The Leaf fans literally, forget the Leafs. They keep the league afloat. I don't think Leaf fans need to step it up at all. The team that they cheer for, however, does. I keep telling myself, the Washington Capitals did not win the Stanley Cup until they weren't supposed to. So I'm gonna keep watching, and in spite of all evidence, I'm gonna keep believing. If you don't need to watch the games. In fact, don't watch the games. And don't even tweet. Don't send those snide tweets. You go and tweet about whatever your other interests are. You know, you go talk about yoga, go talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's one of my favorite shows too. But if you're out, that's what you are. Out. Despite every reason you have to be out, are you in? Questions. Does the whole team need to meet Jake's fishmonger? One, yes they do. Two, I regret every bad thing I have ever said about Jake Gardner. Jake, have mercy! I ate the fish a long time ago, just come back! What's with all the blatant non-calls this year? What's with all the blatant non-calls every year and every single playoff? I know this game was shady. I thought it was shady going both ways, and I'm refusing to complain about it because that is every single playoff. You win or you don't. It won't be the ref's fault, unless it clearly is. It's happened before. Not a question, but we're at the flagpole, Steve. See you there. Friggin' embarrassing. Friggin' embarrassing! King, I keep asking you if you like mac and cheese. When will I get an answer? This is important. We need to know. Listen, when I'm in a mood like this, you don't ask me something like, do I like macaroni and cheese? Do I like mac and cheese? I love macaroni and cheese. Kraft dinner, that President's Choice, the no-name kind, who cares? I love it all. White cheddar, spirals, egg noodle. I love it all. Ketchup. Put it in sometimes. Barbecue sauce, put it in sometimes. Chop up a little bit of green onion, put it in sometimes. Chili flakes, put those in sometimes. And if you're judging me because any of those things, I'm a grown-ass man, I'll put whatever I want in there. But best of all is my mom's. Oh, mama. My best macaroni and cheese experiences of my entire life were my mom's homemade mac and cheeses. I loved those experiences. And I have experienced my mom's homemade macaroni and cheese more than I have experienced the Leafs winning this stupid thing!
Just did 3 straight days of book signings. They were wonderful. They were wonderful. If you came, thanks for coming out. I enjoyed meeting you all. For real though, forget that game. We're done. We're done. The last 3 days have been magical. Went to Toronto's Eaton Centre, went to Ottawa yesterday, and I went to Mississauga, and then I'm going to St. Catharines tomorrow. Or today, by the time you see this. Here's how bananas the experience was. So I show up to the Eaton Centre, and I got my stupid cardboard cutout of myself in hand, and I just look like an idiot. I'm expecting maybe a few dozen people, and wow. This is what I walk into. This is what I saw at the Eaton Centre. It was unbelievable. The signing was supposed to go from 7 to 8, and I started at like, I don't know, what was it, 6:15, and went till they literally closed the mall at 9:30. The line was so long that partway through, some people from the publisher were like, whoops, and they went down to their office and grabbed several boxes of books so that they wouldn't run out. And they gave me a couple boxes of books to take with me to Ottawa the next day. So I go to Ottawa the next day. I drive all by my lonesome, but not really by my lonesome. I had Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Got to the part where Harry used Felix Potvin to convince Professor Slughorn to sign with the Leafs or something like that. After a while, I'm like, you know, I've been listening to Harry for a while. I'm gonna turn that off, turn on the radio. It's French. Figured I must be close. Get in there, and there were even more people. Someone brought an actual basket of bell peppers and just started handing them out to people in line. Someone signed theirs and gave it to me. That was appreciated. And I got to meet Brian 5 or 6, and we kicked each other right in the heart. And it was magical and wonderful, and I loved it, and I love him. And now we're friends. Now you'll remember I just said I brought 2 boxes, 2 big boxes with me to Ottawa. Well, finally, we're done the line, everyone's gone home, and the store goes, hey, can you sign the remaining books? And I said, sure, how many are there? They said, 5. Today I was in Mississauga and I got to experience some incredible artwork. Look at this, that's beautiful. This is less beautiful, it contains Adam, I don't know if I like that. This is just me puking, come on! And I don't even know, dude. I don't know what to make of all this. I yell and scream and get all mad when it comes to my hockey team, and I can't do that with you. I can't do anything but love you. I've been overwhelmed, blown away by the amount of people who have come to the first 3 signings. Like around, honestly guys, like around 1,000 people. And so hopefully I'll see you in St. Catharines tomorrow, maybe people from the surrounding area, Buffalo. Once again, I'm not gonna add dates until we know what the playoff schedule is. If the Leafs end up missing the playoffs, oh, there'll be some more dates! Really good news, check this out. Amazon, they're back in stock. Amazon has the book. Wonderful news, Steve, get to the audiobook. I will, and I'll tell you this much. I'm listening to it right now. I don't know how soon it's coming, but it's coming. I don't know where it'll be available and when, but it's coming. And if I seem like I don't know what else to say, I don't. I'm blown away by your amazing support. I don't deserve it. Thank you. This team is not ruining my life. It's ruining our life. Together. And that's fun. At least it's more fun than being alone. Happy to suffer with you. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. I forgot what the point of this video was. What was the game? Oh yeah, they lost to Ottawa. That was great!